There, Holmes, I've told you everything. You are correct. Someone on the inside did help Lupin enter the museum, and I must shamefully confess that it could only have been me. That rogue, under the guise of a journalist, played me, and I was blind to it all. He even left me his card the first time we met. Here, look. Maybe there's a clue.
フリーのジャーナリストピアーズ・アークハート・アレン、このアルファベットのスペルをもう一度よく見てみてください。ピアーズ・アークハート・アレン、お気づきでしょうか。さて、問題です。ピアーズの名詞から得られる手がかりとは、答えを言います。これは、アナグラムになっています。ホレイショ・ネルソンの一番最初の謎解きと同じアナグラムです。ピアーズ・アークハート・アレン。並べ替えると、こうなります。アルセーヌ・ルパンです。
It's a shame that you didn't show me this card earlier, my dear Watson. Our adversary is both talented and bold, more than any other criminal mastermind we have ever fought, with one exception, and he has fooled us yet again. This adventure, however, has forced him to discover something. We have the lead, and he has had to improvise. In addition, he inevitably must have had a retreat somewhere in the vicinity to be able to observe us and to hound your footsteps. He's ingenious and has certainly left the location already, but he may, in his haste, have left some small clues behind.
But we have no idea where his hideout could have been. The only place we might receive any information is the Golden Lion, but nobody there will say anything to you or me.
Indeed, the Golden Lion is a hostile spot, unless you use the same weapons as your adversary. Now, Watson, disguised thusly, will I do justice to the clientele of the Golden Lion?
Tremendous, Holmes. But what am I to do?
Out of the two of us, you are the wordsmith. I'll need you to write a letter, send a copy to Lestrade, addressed to the Prime Minister, in order to have an interview with this person.
You are not serious, Holmes.
It can't be more obvious. This must be the target of Lupin's next crime.
I must lay down for a moment.
I am counting on you, Watson. See you soon. No one in the street. Even better. Watson thought my disguise was successful, but I'll have to ensure it works on a tougher audience before I enter the Golden Lion. There, Sergeant Ruffles. He'll be an excellent subject.
Hello, me old China.
Hey, over here, you. When someone with a face like yours says hello to an officer, there's something happening, isn't there?
Ain't now going on, copper.
I don't recognise you. You aren't from hereabouts, are you? You from Bloomsbury, by chance?
I ain't.
I think you are. I'd even say that you had a hand in the robbery at Sir Herman Grimble's house last night. We've been informed that the leader of the gang had taken refuge in the area, and now you're passing by to recover your share of the take, right?
Tain't so, copper. Last night wasn't me aunt feeling a little dicky. I had to fetch 20 pounds of coal in the wee hours of the night, all on account of her feet being cold, and the coalman didn't have a bag.
Enough already. You'll have to watch over your shoulder, because I've got my eye on you.
Succeeded with flying colours.
ホームズだと気づかないっていうのはよっぽどすごい変装技術なんですね。ゴールデンライオンへやってきました。
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
This ain't lost and found. Have a drink or get lost. Got it?
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Hey, big fella. One of your friends?
Hey, you know, he told me if I had the skinny, he'd be sure to line my pocket. It just so happens I've got something he'd kill to know.
Tell me about it. A gent, your pal? I think he's dossed up with some chap at the Mrs. Fleming's on Malcolm Street. A door with flowers on both sides. He must have a room on the first floor. Hey, when he greases your hand, come pay me a visit. We'll have a few pints and after that...
Ta, lassie, I'll think about it.
ミス・フレミングの、ところに間借りしているっていうことなんでしょうか。両脇に花の飾ってある場所。ここです。
There's a chance that Lupin and his accomplices are still there. I will need to know with absolute certitude behind which door their hideout is, in order to steer the events to my advantage. These footprints are size 9.5. These are work boots.
ここは違うみたいですね。確かルパンの靴のサイズは、9だったと思います。
These footprints are size 9. The footprints are indistinct, but they don't seem to be those of work boots.
Who are you?
Hey, don't be daft. I'm just here visiting a bloke I know. Hack writer. Know him, don't you?
I don't know nothing. You've got a real trap on you. I'd say you're a real fink.
I ain't no think, me. Did he tell you where he was going? See, it's just that he promised me loot, he did.
Hear this. I's laying low here tonight. Did a big number already, you hear? The barkeeper over the Lion told me this joint was emptied an hour ago and paid up for the next 3 days. And here I am, but I ain't never laid eyes on you, chap.
Could be that he left a little something for me in his snug. I'll just take a peek, will I?
Fat chance. But if you want to earn a few cents, go tell Eddie, the barkeeper over the Lion, there's twice as much as I'd thought. Tell him that little Sam is no longer in the race, and he should talk to that chump from Chelsea. So buzz off and hold your tongue, or I'll have it taken out by heck.
I recognized him. It's Rumpkin, a famous burglar. I need to find a way to get him out in order to search the room without alerting the police. Their intervention would cause a commotion and any clues will be destroyed. I must think.
ゴールデンライオンで用心棒をやっていた男だと。
This may prove to be useful.
You, Eddie?
To you, that's Mister.
フレミングさんのことについて。
I've just been to see the Mrs. Fleming's tenant. Know him? Rumpkin?
Shh, keep it down.
What's the deal? Ain't no coppers round here.
Oh, there's plenty. Big Bruiser, my guard, is part of Luigi's gang, and they're after Rumpkin's hide. If they found out that I've been harbouring and dealing with him, my goose is cooked. And yours too.
この辺のギャング、ルイージについて。
Huh? Maybe I'll just let Luigi know where to find Rumpkin. He might cough up a few bob for that tidbit. How's that sound?
Listen, you dirty rat. Luigi and Rumpkin had a, let's say, a difference of opinion. A little matter of honour. And now Rumpkin ain't welcome round here. So Rumpkin comes to me on the sly. He just scored big, he says. He's going to cut me a share of the all if I bail him out. It's a risk, mind. Now, if you can hold your tongue, you'll get your share too.
Deal.
ランプキン、先ほどあった、マスクをつけていた男について。
Rumpkin ain't ready to leave his hideout, eh?
Not likely. The very idea of finding himself face to face with a striped scarf has him quaking in his boots.
スカーフについて。
Striped scarf, eh? What's the score with that in?
The identifying sign for Luigi's gang. All those blokes have a striped scarf. They got weird designs on them too. That and their long knives is their trademark. Helps us to see them coming and stay out of the way. Good to avoid the hassle. So, what was it that Rumpkin wanted to tell me?
Said it's more than 10 times what you thought. Supposed to bring little Sam, the chump from Chelsea, eh? And as many other men you lord over. Bring 'em all at midnight.
Really? That's top hole, that. I'm on it.
どうやらランプキンとそのギャングの、ボスでしょうか、ルイージは、仲違いをしていて、ランプキンは身を隠していると。で、それをルイージに見つかったらまずい。そしてルイージは、そのギャング団の目印は、ストライプのスカーフにナイフ、長いナイフを組み合わせたものが、その目印になっていると。
Phew, his scarf is soaked in wine. If I take it, I risk waking him. I must make sure this drunkard doesn't notice. This cloth, the size of a scarf, may come in handy.
スカーフを、スカーフというか、まあこれは布切れですかね、ワインに浸します。
What most closely resembles a cloth soaked in wine? Another cloth soaked in wine.
そしてそれをこのスカーフと取り替えます。
Perfect. He didn't notice anything.
そしてこのナイフを取ります。
This may prove to be useful.
そしてこのナイフとスカーフを組み合わせ、ルイージのマークを作るわけです。では早速ランプキンの元へ向かいます。
It's me. I've seen our Eddie.
You have 5 seconds to put that thing down. If I'm telling you that, it's because there's a way for you and me both to get along without getting hurt and without Luigi finding out. 1, 2.
Okay, spill the beans.
Good. Grab a bag and scarper as fast as you can. I keep the rest, and you'll want to pass by Baker Street because the rest of the crew is waiting on the other side.
Fine, but we'll meet again. You can count on it.
In exactly 13 seconds, he'll come across Sergeant Rufels. Right, what can I find here?
ランプキンの隠れ家ですね。
It's definitely the loot from the recent burglary of Herman Grimble's. I haven't seen him since the adventure of the silver earring. He'd be pleased to see me again, especially if I return his stolen property. Certain scraps of wood seem to have been painted with silver paint. It's a strong wood, no dust on it.
何かの、ランプキンが落とした何かのメモです。
Well, Rumpkin must have lost this paper in leaving. Let's head to Baker Street.
それでは自宅へ戻ります。
At last, Holmes. I was imagining the worst had happened to you.
It was nothing, Watson. Even though I didn't manage to catch the swordfish, I do happen to have a few sea bream in my bag.
I sent off the letters that you wanted me to pen. I'm in a right state. Do you really believe that this rascal would dare attack?
I do believe, Watson. We'll discuss this later. I have a small task to do which requires my absolute concentration. I'll have to ask you to leave and go to Scotland Yard in order to inform the authorities that the plunder from the robbery at Sir Grimble's residence can be found in one of the rooms rented by Mrs. Fleming. Second door on the left, to be exact. They already have the perpetrator, but if the inspectors would be so good as to wait until midnight, they will find in that very location the top fences in London. hand in the cookie jar, or jars, I should say.
If you say so, Holmes.
Thank you, Watson. As for myself, I need to study the clues that I recently found.
What secrets are these bits of silverwood hiding?
このランプキンの隠れ家で見つけた、木の小さな棒の束、これについて調べてみます。
What secrets are these bits of silverwood hiding?
何やらいろいろパーツがありますが、これを組み立てていきます。これで完成です。
A cage. With the wood painted this color, it almost looks like a steel cage. It doesn't mean much to me.
I'm back from the station where I completed the charge you had entrusted me with. On my return, a messenger gave me this letter, which asks us to meet with the Prime Minister at Buckingham Palace tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. It's far enough away, but not too late. Either way, it will give us some time for me to ponder and for you to rest. You seem sad, Watson, and we need to inspire confidence tomorrow. Our audience will be one of the hardest.